All right, they're not liking it, AI. All right, for more, we're going to bring in founder and president of the United States Patriot Society, Skylar Duensing. Skylar, great to see you this morning here on set. So I know it's been a few years since you graduated from college and when you were there. This is so amazing. You told me this when we met a couple of weeks ago, that you founded the biggest TPUSA chapter, one of the biggest in the country. Amazing. Yes. Congratulations to you. So it's been a few years since you've been in college, but what are you hearing from college students when it comes to AI and sort of the landscape for them? How's it changed things?
Sure. Well, thank you, Tracy, for having me on. It's very interesting. My generation, we're more equipped to actually embrace AI than older generations right now. I would say that more often than not, a lot of young people actually, despite the booing at the graduation ceremony, we're using AI for almost everything now. Daily life, job searching, everything else. And I think right now we have to recognize that AI is inevitable. We've already opened up Pandora's box, and it is critical that the United States not only just is leading, but dominating in the world on AI infrastructure and our technology and innovation. Because whether we like it or not, we are at war in a rapid race against communist China. And we cannot let communist China win. So young people right now, I think, are willing and ready to embrace it. We have some concerns about privacy and data collection and ethics, and I think we have that as a country as well. It's an overarching issue. But more than that, I think we're really, really concerned about innovation. I know particularly with my generation and younger generations is the achievability and the attainability of the American dream.
Yeah, those are all really fantastic points. There was this, I found this recent Gallup poll that found that artificial intelligence, it's also prompting college students to reconsider their major, even kind of switch their majors. What are you hearing? And are you hearing from young people who say, maybe I'll just reconsider a college education altogether and go into something like the trades or maybe have a military career?
I think it's very accurate. I think right now, too, the historic investment that we have coming into our country for blue-collar jobs and for U.S. manufacturing to reshore our jobs and our industrial base in this country, I think definitely you're going to see more and more young people continue to now trend in the direction of blue-collar and manufacturing jobs. And there's going to be a resurgence for that. And there's a huge demand. I've actually networked and built a house. I've networked with people who are plumbers and others, and they say we can't actually pay people enough to actually get involved and to start to lead in the trades. But I think also too in terms of majors, yes, you're going to see more and more young people who are going to be soon to be college graduates who are interested in how they can integrate AI. It's, we should not ignore it, especially for young people, because we're equipped to really dominate in this industry and our innovation. We're going to have to not only just not ignore it, we're going to have to harness the power of AI and lead the future, because this is the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, you have people like Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum who've talked about that and said this is going to be the fourth industrial revolution, and that those who control the AI will control the future. It is of the utmost importance for national and international security that the United States embraces that and we dominate. Right now, China actually has 10 to 15 times the 5G and 6G base stations that we have in our country, but we have 10 times the AI data centers. So there's been concerns about utility bills and other things like that, which is why we have like ratepayer protection pledge and other things that the president has made an agreement with Google AI and XAI and others to really take on that utility cost. But young people must dominate and integrate this into the workforce and apply it to their lives. We already do it for daily life, but now we need to be able to do that for job creation, innovation, to protect our American genius and our innovators and entrepreneurs and make sure that that is led and dominated for generations to come for the United States of America. To quote Ronald Reagan, America must win this war.
Yeah. A lot of people worried, young people still worried about maybe AI taking their jobs, or as we discussed before, changing things. But not everybody thinks that's a main reason why they're having problems finding jobs. Apparently, it's because of the pandemic and remote work. At least that's some information that's coming out from the New York Federal Reserve. Talk to us more about that. I mean, how do you think that changed the landscape, the job landscape for young people not going into work?
Well, just not only that, but also college classes and everything made a switch to being online and, primarily being, work from home and other things like that. So that does inevitably have an impact on workforce training and other things too. But I think really it's about how can we, across a broad spectrum, across every industry, bring industry leaders and experts to the table and actually have them mentor the youth and tell them, this is how you can integrate AI into your industry, into the workforce, into your daily life, and be raising the next generation of principled patriot entrepreneurs and leaders who are not only just employees but also employers and job creators. We don't raise a society of job creators anymore. And I think the concern with young people as to whether or not they can find a job after school is actually representative of an issue that we have within our university institutions.
We have just a minute left, so I'm going to try to cram this last part into it. Any advice for young people entering the workforce that you may have? You've achieved so much in your 25 years. Also, tell us about your organization and why you founded it.
Thank you. I'm the founder and president of the United States Patriot Society. I founded this organization to give everyday Americans a voice again in politics and in social life and normalize social and political discussions, which we were told never to talk about, and also to raise the next generation of patriot entrepreneurs who are principled and God-driven and mission-driven for our Judeo-Christian values to lead our nation forward in greatness for the next 250 years. And we actually embrace tech and innovation to change how we do civic and social advocacy in our country for conservative causes. So my advice to them is this: be willing to be involved, use your God-given voice and your ability, embrace innovation, and actually use that to drive you forward in greatness for 250 years. We are the leaders. We're on the cutting edge and the brink of this fourth industrial revolution and the opportunity that can be made. You know, as the genie's already out of the bottle here with AI, we're going to have to embrace it, and we have to dominate as a country, and we will.
Yeah, and you mentioned our 250th anniversary, our birthday of the United States. I want to wish you an early birthday. Your birthday is July 4th, so God bless you. Yes, we share a birthday, which is amazing. All right, well, thank you so much, Skylar. Great to be with you and great advice as well.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Newsmax.
Absolutely.